On the last episode of Gamers Who Hate Other Gamers.
You should stream, or you should wear like a V for Vendetta mask the whole time.
Fox. Or I could do that.
Just make yourself
do the overlay where I'm like a dog.
Show some skin.
I don't know.
Show that chest. Put your chest out there.
Show that cleave.
We'll see, man. We'll see where this shit goes.
Show them chest hairs. Get some hair on your
Throw
chest.
that testicle on the screen.
Yeah, man. I'm not hating. I'm a stream one.
Gamers who hate other gamers. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. This is episode 21. Thank you for joining us. And this is Jason, severing the ties of immortality. And joining me today is
Eric, dragon race, but no relations to Daenerys Targaryen.
Abraham saving Azeroth again from vanilla.
Antonio currently traversing Chaldea.
and with us is
Cybertron Soundwave Engineer Umberto.
You already know.
So let's talk about it. The second state of play by Sony happened not too long ago. There was some rumors flying around. I got off work at 3 p.m., which is when it started. While I'm driving home, I get a text from Joanna. It says, "Stay off of social media. We'll watch when you get home."
Good advice. Good advice.
I already knew what that meant.
You saw through the code?
Yeah.
Oh, she got the sneak peek? Oh, okay.
So I was like on the freeway, cutting people off, trying to get home as fast as I can. Came home, threw it on. I can't tell you what else they announced on this thing because I did fast forward through some of it, and then I saw that green live stream themed text they had, and I saw the reveal, Eris. And
you said Eris. You one of those, huh?
I am Eris.
Yes, Eris.
This is America.
Yeah. I was gonna say that too, but apparently it's something I didn't notice in Kingdom Hearts. They changed it back to Aerith. And that
Official,
was over here
baby.
in
They
the
did.
US also, but
They did.
fuck that, I'm Eris all
And
the
who?
way.
Yeah, fuck that. And who the fuck is Leon?
That's what I'm saying, man.
Okay.
And who the fuck is Titus?
You can't
Yeah.
tell me how to live my life.
Hey.
So, it's 2019. The last trailer we got was PlayStation Experience at the end of 2015.
Yeah.
We saw like a lot of this is like referring to that last trailer, but you see a lot of the first bombing mission. And then this is when CyberConnect 2 was still working on it, and then there was reports that director Tetsuya Nomura hated that trailer. And then later on, we'd find out Square would part ways with them and bring 7 remake development in-house. And here we are. We get a trailer after 4 years. And to me,
What's the final verdict?
it looked just like the last trailer, but with Eris.
And
So yeah, like I said,
and another important
like I mentioned in the group.
Yeah, right.
might be a fan of.
So
Might.
I don't know. I think there's just I mentioned watching clips of Mobius Final Fantasy 7 collab.
Don't you dare go there.
There was,
Don't go there.
come on, you don't see
Don't
the
go there.
similar.
You know who's the battle system or gameplay designer for this game, right?
Or 7 remake.
Yeah.
Who?
It's the same person who did Dissidia. I don't know how
Really?
you feel about that, but
That is
news.
that is fact.
Some no name from Koei Tecmo.
no, he's Square. He's in house, but it's the same person who designed the battle system for Dissidia. So I don't know how
I
you
don't
feel
know how I
about
feel
that.
about
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Yeah, I'm just letting you know that right now. Yeah.
I mean, from the trailer, the gameplay looked clean. You could actually switch characters. They didn't show that last time, I think, right?
Can you switch character on Dissidia? Anybody a Dissidia
On the fly?
experience here?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
From what I played from the demo, like the free version that came out, you could.
I think Jason, you should try Dissidia tonight.
Yeah. They got that free version, man. You pay nothing.
I did try.
You did try it out. Okay.
Oh, the free version.
Yeah, it's a free version.
You have it?
Huh? Yeah, I have it on
Who's
Steam.
playable?
I don't remember.
Funny, I bought that shit. I didn't even touch it.
I played the first.
Let me have it.
That first
Come
demo,
up off it if you have it.
that first demo before the game came out. I tried that,
Yeah.
but I just
No,
I just didn't want to take the time to learn.
They went the Dead or Alive 6 route where they have a free version and then they have like a full version. So if you want to stick with the free one, you could buy characters you're gonna use only. So
I haven't played Dissidia since.
I know you're gonna just use Noctis, possibly Cloud, and call it a day, right?
Yeah,
I
There you go.
haven't played Dissidia since like
Prince.
PSP one. So it's
PSP,
like
yeah.
it's been a while. But isn't it pretty much a game where you kind of fight, then you build up to like a special move, then you do that move?
Yeah, like you get a meter, and then you gotta break their shield, and then like it's kind of like they got a shield, and then you attack their
And
life.
you do like a
points
special
directly.
move after
Yeah.
that. Right? Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
no.
Just keep that in mind.
You know more than was shown.
Huh?
You
I don't know, but if you look at the trailer and you know that there's the same Dissidia person, it kind of seems like it's kind of the same. I don't know, but I'm just saying, you know.
That's why you didn't get no invite.
To be continued.
Continued.
To be
I'll-
continued in June.
I'll say it.
I don't know, but you know.
The trailer didn't hype me up, and I would have been angry if the end of the trailer didn't say more info to come in June, which is next month. So,
Yeah.
So did that redeem the trailer? Just that bit of
that
text?
there's more info coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From what I heard,
Oh.
could be rumored that there's a demo. That
Oh.
might be-
Oh, yeah, that is a rumor going on
At a
right
possible
now.
E3 maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be interesting.
Well, I don't want to take away from your big reveal.
Right. So when I saw Eris, I was like, Eris looks amazing, and she looks like she's ready to
Not
die.
according to the Japanese.
And
Yeah.
Is it just me, or does Eris like have like some?
Enhancements?
She's like not very wholesome. Like she kind of
She isn't fully developed.
She's a little bit more in
her outfit kind of like
I'll be honest.
Cleavage.
I'll be
she
honest.
took off some layers. No,
I'll be honest. I didn't notice that.
you didn't notice that? Oh,
No.
just me. 'Cause-
anyway, before I was rudely interrupted. Like I was saying, once I saw Eris and saw how awesome she looked, I was like, she looks like she's ready to die. So they need to show me Sephiroth now. And then you come to the end of the trailer, and then Cloud's like, oh shit, shitting his pants, and then there he is in all his glory.
Nah, you only saw his back, not in all his glory.
That's enough for him.
It's enough for me to know that he exists. I saw that silver, beautiful hair, and you knew he was about to ready to kill Cloud too. So
They gave you
yeah.
that screenshot from was it Disc 2 or Disc 3 that you see in the back? On the
No, but
back
you
of the case?
you knew what part that was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The Niflheim part.
Hey,
No.
what- spoiler, man. Spoiler.
spoiler for FF7.
The part-
I'm just
the
That's
part-
saying.
not a spoiler.
the
Nobody
part-
knows what Niflheim is.
When they show
and they don't know
Sephiroth-
what happens there. Huh?
when they showed Sephiroth in that new trailer, you know what part that was in the original game, right?
It's actually Nibelheim in this one. Niflheim is Final Fantasy 15.
Okay, no, but what part is it?
You don't remember?
You don't remember?
But I just said it. It's
What is
not
it?
that part. What you talking about
Nibelheim?
when they show who? When they show
When they showed
Sephiroth.
Sephiroth in that
Yeah.
new
In the
trailer.
In the new trailer.
What part is that in the original game?
it's the Nibelheim part.
Putting you on the spot.
No, I don't think so.
It's everything looks yellow. It look like there's fire and there's a road. What other part would it be?
So remember in the first bombing mission when they
I know what you're saying. I know what you're gonna
when
say.
they plant the bomb,
Yeah.
and then Cloud's head starts ringing,
Yes.
and he hears a voice.
That's what I thought at first.
That's what it is.
But
Well,
people-
that's what I think.
But
it is.
people are saying that it's the Nibelheim
'em.
part. Fuck 'em. What you're
Don't
saying
ruin
is
this for him.
what you're saying is the first thing I thought, because in that part he's hearing a voice,
Yeah.
but later on you find, wait, is that a spoiler or whatever? You find out that Sephiroth talking to him. So I was like, oh, is that part? But they redid it, which made sense. But people were saying if you look at the scene again, it's the Nibelheim part.
I think it's the beginning because they've only showed the beginning so far.
Wait, but wouldn't the Nibelheim part? Oh wait, you mean when he sets the mansion on fire?
Exactly. Yeah.
Isn't that Disc 2?
I think. Yeah,
No, that's when Cloud is telling the story about what happened.
Right, but isn't that when they get to Calm, when he tells that story? Disc
you
2,
might-
right?
Calm.
Yeah, remember when you
Calm.
get,
If
when you
it's,
barely
I don't
get out of
remember
Midgar?
exactly, but Calm when he tells the story is
Yeah.
this one.
Oh, it is?
That's
okay.
as soon as you get out of Midgar,
Yeah,
they go to Calm and he tells the story about what happened.
I remember that as like when they get to Calm, that's when they ask you to change this, but it's been a long
no,
ass
no, no.
time,
They
so-
changed this after something happened. Spoilers. I'm not gonna say it.
All right.
Why are you looking at me like that?
All right,
She
so
just looked like she has to go.
I'm gonna go back to a point that Eric pointed out
Uh-huh.
that Japan's mad about Eris.
Yeah,
That's
Why?
Because they said her face is too long.
yeah.
Oh, they fixed it, right?
Dead ass. No, they didn't
No,
fix
they
shit.
fix it.
No,
Somebody on the internet
Yeah,
fixed
they-
it.
they fixed
Somebody
it.
on
What the fuck do they want her to look like? Arya Stark or something? What's wrong with the fucking long?
You see that circle right there on that Adidas poster you got for PlayStation? That's how they made her
Let's
head.
be
It's
fair.
round.
Hey, let's be fair. Let's be fair. It's the internet. And just because some group of people did it, it doesn't mean it's all of Japan.
Right.
This is a group of people
I think it's
that happen to be from Japan who don't like her look.
It's a 2chan thing, right?
I don't know where it came from.
What are they comparing Eris to that her face is too long? I don't
They're
know.
trying to make her look more like
Pixelated?
no. Like they're trying to make her more, I guess, anime looking instead of realistic looking. Like what they're going for right now.
So what you're saying is weebs.
They need to shut the hell up.
Yeah.
To be fair, she was on Crisis Core. She was on Advent Children. She was on Kingdom Hearts. So I think they're comparing it. There's already been a couple of areas to compare it to.
I don't even see a drastic difference.
Yeah, she looks good to me.
Tony already said it. They straight up said they wanted her to look more anime.
They want her to
like
look
fucking weebs.
They want her to look more moe.
Yeah, I think that's
More
what they're going for.
tsundere.
And the reason it's annoying is because I feel like Square would like give in and change her look. Like
They would.
like they did with Cloud.
They
And I
did it with Cam. Do you remember Cammy?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember they changed her look because
Yeah,
people were
I
complaining.
remember.
Yeah, so they would.
They also
do that.
did Chun-Li too, right? Because I remember she looked a little derpier
I
in
wouldn't be
Street Fighter
surprised.
5.
It's like
I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised.
Because with Cloud, they just took like the Genesis model from Crisis Core and put the Cloud hairstyle on him.
Pretty much.
Because he looks like gacked.
But they're also saying Barrett's too white. But the thing about that is that it's kind of explosions and shit's going on. So of course he's gonna look a little whiter than usual, right?
They even mad about his voice. Too.
Yeah. And then there's like you know
Like, he sounds too black. Like
he's too black. His hair isn't curly enough. Like what the fuck?
It's a video game character. What the fuck? They wanted him to hit up the fucking barbershop before he went on the game or something.
I guess they wanted like those fucking fade lines or something. I don't know.
He wanted that crispy fade, even though he's a soldier out in the battlefield.
But they say that, but then they're gonna still make him talk like Mr. T or something.
So what do you think about this whole Barrett debacle, Eric? People are saying he's too white.
He's too what?
White.
I did not think that for the first. You mean his voice or how?
No. His look, his skin tone's too white.
Fuck said that.
There's a lot of people saying he's too white.
They need to put a picture next to Cloud, and they're gonna say how white he looks.
He's brown as fuck.
I have no comment because the light skin on Viv was better than the black.
Wow.
Whoa, that's controversial comment.
Man. Yeah.
I like the black. I like the dark skin on Viv more. Yeah.
And she seemed more sassy.
I
right?
think you're alone on this one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I can't co-sign that one, man.
They're trying to Wesley Snipes Barrett. Is that what they want?
they want
They're trying to go from what's the dude from Empire?
Jesse Smollett.
Yeah.
No.
I'll say this.
Terrence Howard to fucking Don Cheadle.
I'll say this though. Whoever's doing Barrett's voice from the first trailer, his voice sounded cool.
Yeah.
This new trailer sounds weird. I don't know what they're going for, but I'm just like, what the fuck is it? Just sounds. It sounds like an impression of. I'm not even gonna go there, but it compared. I think the first trailer or the second trailer had a better voice, but this one it just seems. I don't know. It sounds goofy.
He sounds like a black character in a Gears of War game.
Oh my god!
Like a Coltrane.
I'm sure I could get used to it.
Shout out to Gears of War.
You know what he sounds like? He sounds like a black dude doing an impression of what a white dude thinks a black dude sounds like. Yeah, I don't know. It sounds weird. I'm sure I could get used to it, but I like the previous trailer voice better.
They say he sounds like he's preaching in church or some shit.
Whoa.
What? Man. Okay,
Yeah, right.
look.
Well, somebody got specific on that one.
Yeah.
Was this person wearing a MAGA hat while saying that?
Something.
Did the trailer hype you guys up? Yes or no?
Yes, Sephiroth
I'll say
exists.
yes.
I fell in love with Eris, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
There's only one thing I needed to see.
I
and
love
that's
how
Sephiroth.
Aerith looks. I would say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody says that now until they see Tifa and they're like, "Fuck Eris."
All right, controversial question. Are they going to, this is the best way I could ask, modify Tifa's
Yes.
look?
Yes.
Yeah, they have to. I think there'll be too much
They
backlash.
should look like exactly like Advent Children.
Look,
Tifa.
just to
They're gonna get a dead or alive model.
Just to save my own ass, I'm gonna ask two people to put their comment on this because I feel like I shouldn't comment on this. But whenever people complain about busty characters in games, my reaction is, aren't there busty women in real life? Like, why? Like, shouldn't they do they feel bad when people say you shouldn't have women with, like, what about, there's women that exist like that, right? Am I wrong? I don't know. What do you think?
I don't think feminists care what those women think though,
That's true, huh?
Boom.
because they own their femininity.
Yeah.
Just like you have to be black to say the N-word, you got to be a woman to say, I like girls with big titties.
Yeah, right.
But when a guy says it, it's wrong.
Okay.
Or I'm the fucking pervert.
Because I find that weird because it's like, oh, her boobs are too big. And I'm like, there's different, women have different bust size, right? You know what it is? I think they're getting turned on. That's why it bothers them. Like they got some issues going on. Like, you know,
they're projecting.
Yeah, they're projecting. You know, I shouldn't have said that. You know what? I'm not a woman. I shouldn't say that. But I'm just asking the question.
We're not going to edit that part.
Yeah, we're not gonna edit that.
So
right there.
It's like when you see Cosmos on screen.
Hey,
is it? She's an android though, right?
I think yeah, right.
Didn't stop Krillin.
She was modified from birth.
Can make it work.
We had a field day bashing the PlayStation Classic Edition because of its anticlimactic list of games and bullshit asking price. The Sega Genesis Mini coming out September 19, 2019.
Oh, that's the official date, huh?
Yep. This is not like how they did in the past when they would license their name and games out to ad games.
Thank God.
Whoa.
Thank
That
God.
sounds like a diss.
Which you could like still find these products. Like I see it at Target every time. No
you
one
can find that shit at Bed Bath & Beyond if you want.
Find that shit in CBS.
Yeah, there you go.
And not only that, you have like Sega releasing a lot of their compilation games. Like most recently, the one on what's it called?
The Castlevania collection?
No, the Sega one.
The Sega Ages?
Sega Classic?
No, the one they did on physical.
Yeah, the Sega Classic. I mean,
Is it?
The Sonic and Sega Mega
Ages?
collection? No, you're talking about the one that's on Switch and PS4, right?
Yeah. Well, that was like the most recent one.
Yeah, it's like the Sega
Classic
Sega
something.
Mega Drive Classics or something.
Something like that.
And before that, it was the Sonic Sega Genesis collection.
Yeah.
PS3. And
Yeah.
I think that kind of takes away from the excitement because we've been here before. But I think the list is looking pretty good.
And on top of the list, the developers are top notch when it comes to emulation. So I'm pretty fucking hyped. This M2, they do God's work on doing this games justice when it comes to emulation. They make sure shit's like psycho accurate. So all the people that nitpick it, like My Life in Gaming or whatever, they usually go through shit like and they count frames and it comes up pretty good. So
all I'm gonna say. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say you said a cycle accurate, like for speedruns and stuff too.
I believe
like
so.
They count on the cycles of stuff.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is from my personal experience in recent time, like in the last 3 months, 3-4 months, I've played 3 or 4 different versions of Phantasy Star.
Yeah.
And so far, the M2 version for the Switch is actually very enjoyable.
There you go.
They got like
The
little
quality.
things like, for instance, like when you speed it up, the music doesn't speed up. Just the game speeds up. That's just like, shh. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That means a lot because a lot of time when I'm playing games and you do double speed, the music speeds up. So you don't get used to hearing it. But the fact that they changed that to sound like that and then they added the maps and everything. So I could attest from my personal experience after playing like multiple versions of Phantasy Star, the M2 emulation and Phantasy Star is pretty good.
Yeah, I became big fans of them when I started getting the 3DS classic Sega ones like on Outrun, Thunderblade, stuff like that on 3DS. So not only did they do like, they fit it to the 3DS screen where it doesn't look squished or anything like that, but they also added the 3D, effects where it makes sense. So like Thunderblade, it kind of looks like you're looking at a diorama, like the old school 3DS games where they actually gave a shit about the 3D effect. So it's really good. And yeah, they also had like bonus stuff like the artwork, stuff like that, change soundtracks, change regions if you want. So it was good.
Speaking of that, in Phantasy Star, they have like different like visuals, like scan lines, and one of them they have a vintage mode, and it kind of like mimics a CRT TV.
Damn.
It even has like the corners, how it kind of like bends.
It's bowed out, yeah.
yeah. I was like, that's the mode I played in.
Yeah, and it's like a little bit fuzzy too, right?
Yeah.
I seen that.
Did they say if any of that's gonna be on the Sega Genesis Mini?
They haven't said anything yet, but once I heard M2's on board with that shit, I was all in. And
it's promising.
Yeah, it's very promising because like they've done a really good job so far on all the games that I played that they've touched. They've done really good. So.
All right. Well, I know most of you grew up Super Nintendo fanboys.
Hey.
Nah, Genesis here.
All right, good.
What the hell? What the hell's a Genesis? You talking about the Bible? What is
so yeah,
the Book of Genesis.
Neon Genesis.
So I want to see what kind of reaction this list of games will get for you guys, considering you didn't really grow up with a Genesis.
Whoa, that's offensive, man.
It's supposed to be.
Hey, look. Hold on. Let me just say this. Let me just clear the air. I am fond of the Super Nintendo, but my first console was a Sega Genesis with Sonic 1.
I thought you were gonna drop bars and say Master System.
Wait, but you traded that in for a TurboGrafx, right?
No, I did not trade in my Sega Genesis, but I did get a Turbo. No, I had my first game when I had a Master System game, but I didn't know what a Master System was.
Was it that bootleg Fist of the North Star?
I don't know what it was. I just know it had the grid lines in the cover. And I remember I spent like, I don't know, because I was a kid, I didn't understand. I kept trying to fit the Master System game into my Genesis.
Yeah.
And I was just like, maybe I'm doing it the wrong angle, and it never worked. Yeah.
You know what you need.
You know what you had to do, right?
Yeah.
I was a kid. There was no internet. I didn't know. Hell no.
You need
What were
that
you
power base converter.
You don't even need that. Just unscrew the top part of the Genesis.
So is that Super Nintendo? Like that
Yeah.
Oh, it was the same?
Wow.
That's why I played Dragon Ball on the Genesis.
Yeah. As a
Dang.
7-year-old who didn't even know what.
Wait, Dragon Ball's on Master System?
Genesis.
Yeah, but a Master System
you're talking about
is before.
you're talking about a Master System.
I had a
Yeah.
Master System game and I was trying to put it into a
you
Genesis.
didn't know you needed a power base.
Because you're talking about, because when I first got a Genesis in the house, for some reason we had a Master System game, but I didn't know what Master System was. It just kind of looked like a Genesis game, so I kept trying to fit it into the Genesis, and it never worked. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that box art for the Master System games always had that grid session.
Yeah, it had a grid line. I was just like, what the hell?
Yeah, the Master System and the Genesis is like, there's pretty much the same system, right? It's just an overpowered.
One's like 8-bit, so that'd be like the Nintendo for that, and another one's 16-bit. That's the difference.
Because the power base converter doesn't really do anything. It's just the size of the chip.
It converts the slot. That's all it does.
Yeah,
You know what it's like?
Yeah.
It's like the Sonic and Knuckles.
But so the Genesis already knows how to read.
Yeah,
Read
like
those
it has the
things.
chip. It has the chips from the Master System inside of it.
That's
so
back in the day when they wanted Japanese games to be sold in Japan and American games to be sold in America.
Because I don't know if you tried it, but like the Retron 5,
Yeah,
you could load Master System games on the Genesis.
the slot.
No, just like the ROMs. If you're doing ROMs,
Yeah,
it'll load like.
instantly.
that's pretty dope. Because I know.
It'll run on it. It's just if the physical.
Yeah,
That is, you know what? No, actually, that's kind of different. I never really thought about it because
about what?
the fact that Master System games could run on the Genesis.
It's kinda like,
because could NES games run on the SNES?
No,
No,
You're thinking-
but the Master System, it was able to run on the Genesis.
Yeah, because they're trying to piggyback off. Like, well, you know, they assume that someone would have Master System games, so we're gonna release this power base converter so you can put it in your Genesis and still play.
Yeah.
It's like kind of
That's interesting.
origins
Okay.
of backwards compatibility, kind
Yeah,
of.
right. Yeah, so Sega was the first one to do it. Sega did a lot of things first, but nobody gave them credit because
Yeah,
Nintendo was doing it.
because of blast processing.
But Sega do what Nintendo don't.
Hey,
Bars.
Yep. But here's the list of games they announced. Stop Me If I Strike a Chord. I wish we had more Sega fans here.
Hey, yo. I love Sega, just Nintendo is a little better. A little bit.
Bruh.
Echo the Dolphin.
I'm neutral on that one.
I played that
Which
game.
one? Which one?
Echo.
the Dolphin.
Yes.
I played that game. I owned it. I have nothing bad to say.
I didn't care about Echo the Dolphin.
The only thing I have.
You don't care about dolphins. That's what it
There's
is.
a dolphin. He swims. He jumps.
Nah, the only thing
That
I
shit was
like
like
a regular
a
dolphin
was like
to
a
me.
Windows 95 screensaver to me.
Yo, son, the only thing I gotta say about Echo the Dolphins, I played the better one in Donkey Kong Country. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh my god.
Echo,
From what I remember as a kid, Echo the Dolphin was pretty fucking hard.
that was one of my first games for the Genesis.
Whoa, you started with
Whoa.
Echo the
Yeah.
Dolphin?
Echo the
Damn,
Dolphin.
why?
Jesus Christ. Why?
I liked it so much. I even wound up getting it on the.
You
when
ended up
the
getting
Game
a
Boy-
Dolphin?
when the
So
Game
you're-
Boy Advance SP
Oh
came out.
shit!
Really?
So you're a fan?
Wow.
Yeah,
You're a
Okay.
fan?
When you
respect it.
when you went to SeaWorld, you would trip out?
I never went to.
Oh, that's right. That's
Isn't this
right,
your
that's
world in Jersey?
Fuck. Go to Hudson River, man.
Shout out to Hudson.
Yep. Bars.
Castlevania Bloodlines.
Ooh.
I
had that game too.
I've been really into
Whoa.
Yeah, the memory was so funny. Choked up there.
I had that game too. That's why when he says there's no Genesis, like I talk shit about Genesis, but trust me, I
Do you
played.
still have it? Because that's
Bloodlines. No,
that's
I
up
yeah,
there.
that's up there.
because we just thought it was like at the time I didn't even know what Castlevania was, and we just knew it was like a game and it was cool. Yeah.
The only thing I know about that game is between the two 16 bits that's supposed to shit on Castlevania 4. So
Whoa,
I'm really
yo,
interested
yo,
on-
chill
No. Have you played Castlevania 4? Super Castlevania 4?
I don't like that game.
No? Does the mode 7 get you all dizzy on that level?
I just don't like the style.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It
because
it's like a. I just don't like the color scheme. Like everything's brown.
Yeah. It's like Gears of War,
Batman,
right?
It's like Batman Begins.
All right.
Oh,
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I'm shallow.
I'm just.
I'm very shallow.
All right, let's keep it going.
I'm a shallow person.
So far,
We'll keep it going because
so far
Style.
you struck a chord
Style
twice
above all,
with me.
huh?
gotcha.
So far you struck a chord twice with me. Kind of with Echo.
Bloodlines and Echo?
Bloodlines, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just memories.
Okay, here's one. Space Harrier 2.
I don't know.
Okay, good.
I got no reaction.
Not even
Umberto?
Sega Man over here.
I thought you were gonna be one of those guys like who played Space Harrier in Shenmue, and you're like, oh yeah,
No, I don't know.
Space Harrier.
I would be. You know,
played it.
we try to go with honesty in this podcast, so I'm not even gonna front on that.
Good
one,
man,
so-
thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. Keep it real, son.
Shining Force Part 1.
I wish I was into RPGs
Dude,
back then.
Ooh,
I didn't even know what
yeah.
an RPG
I know.
was.
I hated RPGs back then.
The only context I got about Shining was it Shining Force.
Shining Force Part
was
1.
from Isidro and from My Life in Gaming when they did the segment on that. So that's the only thing I
And it
know.
made
About
you
it.
want to play it, right?
Yeah.
It's a good game, but it's
It's dated, right?
they're asking for a lot of
Yeah.
time. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
The Americanized Puyo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty much, right?
That struck a chord. I love that one.
Very much struck a chord. I spent hours and hours playing this game.
Me too.
But then, like, one question I had about that one, since you've played it, is that do the Puyo still got the little faces on them, or did they cut that out from the?
No, they
that
have
one?
faces.
No,
on
they
it.
had their faces.
Oh, okay.
And I even had one of the original characters as it's in Puyo, the little jumping thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
He actually popped up in it.
All right.
So they just like put a Sonic skin over
Yeah,
Puyo
because
to
they're
sell
so
it to Americans.
yeah, because
Like
no one.
Dr. Mario.
They're like they figured they're gonna bring it to America. What the fuck is a
Yeah,
Puyo?
exactly.
So-
Yeah.
And if you're like at Blockbuster Video on a Friday night, are you gonna rent Puyo?
exactly.
Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine remake with Jim Carrey.
Jim
Carrey.
Jim Carrey's Mean Bean. Here's a personal fave. Toe Jam and Earl Part 1.
Woo! You just struck another
man.
chord. There you go.
I dabbled in that one.
I
On,
played that
Man,
one.
I love that game.
I dabbled on that one on my was it Sega Genesis Classic Collection on Steam. I have it on there.
Oh, but
so-
what about you didn't play it back in the day?
No, I'm not
I played it
front-
back in the day.
My thing was on Steam, so that's where I got to experience
I mean,
that one.
that
So
shit was-
From back in the day, the thing I remember most is seeing it on that fucking, what was that show? Where they used to play the arcade machines.
Nick Nickelodeon Arcade.
Oh,
They used to play the
yeah.
shit out of Toe Jam and Earl.
yeah, Toe Jam and Earl Bonk,
Did
right?
they play
Yeah,
Part 1 or
Bonks.
Part 2?
Part one.
Part 1.
Yeah, part
one
two
is
wasn't out
better.
yet.
That
Part
one
two
is bonk.
Part 2 sucks. Oh, here's one. What can I compare this game to?
Shit.
Already.
Pushing the Genesis to its limits. Comic
Oh.
Zone.
Whoa.
I always saw the cover
Pushing
for
those
that
megs.
one when we used to go rent games at Video Market back when they used to be around. I always saw that cover and it looked pretty cool. So.
Or-
I thought it was really
I
cool.
always saw the commercial. I feel like the commercial was part of like something bigger. Like it would show a montage or something and Comic Zone, one of them. And I was like, man, that's cool. Like he goes to the next level like a comic panel.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? But I never played it.
I remember seeing the ad way later when the dude just swings to the
Yep.
next one, right?
Where you
Yeah.
where you
What
play as an early 90s porn director
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking, I was like, I'm trying,
traversing the panels.
I
of
was,
a
I was trying to find a reference, but I was like, he looked like somebody you saw in the 90s.
Did you play it?
Nah, then it came out like late in the.
It was late, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Did he have the, I probably remember wrong, did he have like the gloves with cut
Yes,
off at the
yeah,
knuckles?
He had a ponytail. He had some cargo shorts or some shit.
glasses.
He had
Wow.
those round glasses that flip up to like.
Oh my
The
god.
cool guy glasses.
That shit's dope though. Hard. It's
man.
pretty difficult though.
Jesus.
Yeah, I played it,
All right.
Damn.
but I didn't play it back in the day.
Okay. Surprised. Okay. That's cool.
Obligatory entry. Sonic the Hedgehog Part 1.
Of course,
I
Yeah.
played it.
Color me
that
surprised.
is
Didn't
my
have that on.
Shit. Sonic Part 1.
That was the first Sega Genesis game I played.
That's back when Chubby
Wow.
Sonic was still a thing, right?
yes.
Yeah.
But if
Stop
You
fat.
can
Stop.
spin on
Stop
that.
fat shaming Sonic. Okay.
after part,
No,
after
2019, damn it.
after Sonic
Chubby
2,
Sonic.
after Sonic 2, I can't go back to Sonic 1.
I love the
Yeah.
music in Sonic 1. That's why I can go
I
back.
can hear that.
You love the music of Sonic 2, though, also.
Sonic 2
Yes.
has better music.
It does.
But Sonic 1 is almost like a guilty pleasure.
Bet you won't sample
But I
it.
love Sonic 2.
Bet you won't.
What?
I said, I bet you
remember
won't
the-
sample it.
Nah. I would never touch that.
I didn't have an NES growing up. My mom bought me a Sega
Don't
Genesis.
say that on. Don't
as
say that
my
on
first-
wax, man.
As my first console, man. So Sega Genesis Sonic 1 was like my first like that's when I was officially became a gamer because I had my own system.
Same here, man.
When I saw Sonic run that loop the first time, going upside down, I was a changed man.
Mind blown.
See, I'm just like you. I saw off with the Sega Genesis. The only difference is once I saw better, I moved on. That's what happened.
The only time
What was better? What did you see?
Super Nintendo, Super Mario World.
All right.
He's like, all right.
Well, I won't argue with that.
Oh, this is Sega's time. My bad.
Exactly.
I shouldn't do that.
What's wrong with you?
Just cut that off.
Is this okay? We're the gamers who hated the Segas.
Altered Beast.
Ooh, I played that one. Stuck and go with that one.
Huh?
Wise from your grave.
Yeah.
I played that one. That was
It was fun at the time.
the first time I played Alter Beast. Was I went to my friend's house and he had a Genesis, and that was the game he had, and it was just like everything was amazing because
It was
I didn't have
I liked-
the only game I had was Sonic, and it was a new game.
Yeah.
and it was just cool. Yeah,
and it was co-op, 2 players.
Yeah, I remember the first time I played it was the arcade, and that shit was hard as fuck.
What was the best transformation in that game?
Well, I only ever got to the first boss and
You
died,
never
so-
beat the game?
No, I already know what happens at the end, but I
You
never
could beat that
the
game in like 15, 20 minutes.
If
Damn.
you, I think I feel like at the time when I played it, I wasn't good enough to get past the first boss because I always just walk forward and I die. So
Damn,
yeah,
Did you beat it?
no, I don't remember how far I got.
Oh.
you're gonna have to show us a speed run, man.
I better move on then. This one's kind of played out to me. Gunstar Heroes.
Played out.
Oh, what?
Played
out?
I know why he says that.
It's just like-
'Cause that became
Yo.
that game everybody
Yeah,
talked about.
It's that
and
game.
yeah.
It's that game. People try to like when they're mentioning,
the-
like they need to say it for like street cred. Like,
Yeah, I was about to say
It's
that's the one. That's the one
actually
you
good,
drop
though.
to pretend like you know something.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
It's
Fuck
actually
you.
good.
It is good. It's amazing.
really good.
But,
Yeah.
Fucking
I
kick-ass
missed out. I
game.
missed out on
Let your
Gunstar
voice be heard,
Heroes.
Umberto.
That's treasure,
Yeah.
man.
but it's like
No. Hey, yo,
That's
hold
not-
up.
that's
It's like treasure.
Hold on.
I play Mischief Makers on
Yeah,
N64,
I'm
so I
talking
know.
to Eric, Mischief Makers, Dingy.
Yeah,
Gunstar Heroes.
it's like
I-
the
You got that collection, right? The Sega collection. I think it's on there. You gotta fix
I heard
that,
it.
dude.
Yeah,
you gotta fix
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Gunstar Heroes is like Dr. Dre's The Chronic on the Genesis.
Fair.
Gotta play at
We
least
all know
once
it's
a
good.
year.
All right, shut the fuck up.
All right, I'm gonna shut up now.
Castle of Illusion.
I got nothing on that one.
I've
Mickey
heard the
Mouse.
name, but
That's Mickey
shit,
Mouse.
is that the fake ass Mickey's Magical Quest, or they're different?
I think Magical Quest is the fake one.
Oh, I don't like hearing
Well,
that right
that's a
there. I
Super
don't like
Nintendo one,
Yeah,
right?
that's a
Yeah.
Super Nintendo one. No.
Did they
Shots were
remake? Did they
fired.
remake Magical Quest? No, they didn't.
I didn't even check the dates. I
Did
didn't
they
check the
remake
dates
Castle
on
of
that
Illusion?
one.
Yes, they did.
I didn't even check the dates on that one.
Well, and Castle of Illusions. Do you get to go to the part where you get to see the Steamboat Willie? Is it on that one or?
I don't think so.
Steamboat Willie.
Yeah.
You talking about Kingdom Hearts?
No, I'm talking about.
No one played Castle of Illusion.
Nope.
I got
No.
nothing, dude.
I play a Mickey Mouse game, but that's what I remember. Getting to there's a level where it's like a Steamboat Willie looking thing.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to look that up though.
I think that one got like a lot of praise because it was
Mickey Mouse.
it was like a dark, like a dark quote unquote dark Disney game because he's like in some like gothic like every time in like a Disney movie where like shit goes like the forest gets dark and like
Yeah.
evil.
Yeah.
It looks like the setting is like that,
All right.
Hmm.
so that's why
So I'm gonna give it to
that's why it commands respect.
Cool.
All right.
jump to that one.
World of Illusion. I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
It's a Disney game, but I guess it's a sequel. But
You know what? I really hope Castle of Illusion. Really hope they're not the same type of game, because Mickey's Magical Quest came out 2 years later, so you know it would be a copy of Castle of Illusions, but. But I don't think they're the same game. I hope not. But yeah, I need to play that. I need to play Castle of Illusions. And
you should, man. They
another
remade it.
reason.
Look up
Another
the
reason.
remake.
The pictures I saw were actually the remake. I want to get the Sega whatever just to try it out.
Oh, the one I'm talking about, I guess is Mickey Mania.
Oh, I remember that one.
That one I played.
Thunder Force 3.
I haven't played. I've only read and
Horizontal shooter.
Yeah.
If you say shmup, I will kick you out of this.
You saw that wind up I was going for, like, all right. I've only seen screenshots about it, and I've only played part 4 because of M2 emulation on the 3DS, I believe. So yeah,
That's one thing.
it's really good.
That's one thing I hated about the internet.
What?
Because like when you grew up, you had a certain way to say things. Then you went on the internet, you heard the way people said other things, like shmup, and
Like,
you were just like, what?
And then they just like,
Schmup-ness,
adopt it.
mess.
They just
you were
adopt
just
it as
like,
their own.
what
I hate
the
that
fuck?
shit. Fuck
Well,
outta
I
here.
think
GIF.
I think
You know which term when I first heard it, I had to get used to it. When I heard grinding, I was like, grinding.
Yeah.
That's a totally
aggro,
different,
mob.
I had to get used to all those terms because I was like, what? That's not what we called it. Hold on.
We call it bad guys.
In the game, a game had the first, the second, the third, all the way to the end. What did you guys call those?
what
levels.
Levels?
You call them levels.
Yeah.
You never heard anything else?
What scene?
Stages. That's one of them.
Oh.
When I grew up, you know what we called them? What people around they call them boards.
Boards.
You beat
I'm so lost.
you beat the second board
What
of
is
this.
this?
Oh,
What is
okay.
this? Guess
Yeah,
who?
yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, yeah.
Battleships?
So yeah, I heard level and stage, and then it was board. So when I first started hearing
Yeah,
actually
it's
stage and level wasn't weird because
It's
I read
annoying.
it. I read it in
That was Ivory Coast?
no, it was Inglewood.
Damn.
So it was weird because when I would say board to people, they would look at me like, "The fuck you playing Monopoly?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Well,
It's
I'm
like-
gonna stop saying board."
It's like I know you got an accent, but damn.
Dude, I haven't heard of board in such a long time.
What about final? What would you call them? Final what?
Well,
The last you would call them like what?
Boss?
Final
Stage?
monster or
Final
something.
boss. I remember they would call them.
It depends what it is.
They would call it the last guy.
No, the
That's
last.
so sexist.
The last guy is the last life you have.
Last boss. Last. What happened? Like you heard last guy before? Okay, yeah.
And if you
yeah,
get a
yeah.
one up, you get an extra guy.
Extra
That's
guy,
how it
yeah.
works.
Oh, you never heard extra men before?
No, what the
That's so sexist. So sexist.
man? That was like before the internet. There was like
Exactly. Yeah.
Inglewood and Van Nuys were like Australia and Los Angeles and shit, dude.
Yeah, but
Fucking
like
Inglewood.
lives, I got used to that. Levels and stages, I got used to that. But like grinding and like farming, I had to get used
Yeah,
to that.
yeah,
When I heard
that's new.
farming, I was like, what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I got no chicken and sheep. No farmer.
The happy console game where beats off 2, Super Fantasy Zone.
Super fantasy. The other game he beats off.
It sounds like a game you could beat off.
Have you
dude.
played
The
it?
Super Fantasy Zone.
You know what it is? You know what it is?
I
Yeah,
don't
I know
blame
what it
him.
is.
Nah, what is it?
It's the one with the Opa Opa shit, right?
Yeah, it's another like it's a
Cute 'em up.
Oh, you said it. Don't say it.
What?
You know, like it's
They didn't
the
say that in Inglewood.
hold on. I didn't get to say it because Eric was screaming over here. But back in the day, we used to call those kind of games airplane games. So it's like a cute version
I'd
of an
rather
airplane
take that.
game.
I'd rather take
Well, like a
airplane.
twin B kind of thing?
Something like that, yeah. You know about Twin B?
Huh?
Yeah.
Think about Twin B, but instead of going down to up, it's
But-
left to right, and then you could turn around too. So
Oh,
it's
shit.
got- yeah, I have it
What's
on
it called
the
again?
Super Fantasy.
Super Fantasy Zone.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I want to say the first one was on that Sonic 3D Classics collection that I got at Game Tower. They have part 1. I want to say I have to double check, but
Okay.
it's all right. I played the first one. I know for sure. The second one I haven't played it.
Probably definitely would try it out.
Yeah, I just remember specifically the ship's called Opa Opa for some reason. But
That's a
alright.
weird ass name, Opa Opa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's the name of the spaceship you control.
Sounds
Yeah.
like a boss battle. Like Opa Opa, like some big ass fucking
There you go.
Opa Opa.
Like some Samoan dude or something.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Where were we? Shinobi 3.
Okay.
Classic.
All right.
Yeah, I fucks with
Okay.
that.
The thing about Shinobi is my what I remember of it is like from back in the day, and I haven't really like the only new Shinobi I played since then was the one on PS1. So
PS2?
PS2, yeah,
Yeah.
my bad.
Okay.
And then so Shinobi 3, which one is that? That's not the one. Is it the one when he's like running in the forest and he's like cutting people as he's going
Yeah,
down?
I
That's
believe
Shinobi 3. Okay, I
that's
played
it,
that one.
yeah.
Yeah,
that
when
was
he's like
cool,
on a
yeah.
horse or something.
Yeah,
that was-
He's on top of the
is
horse,
my
fucking shit up.
That
Yeah.
was cool, yeah.
Yeah.
I played that one.
That was it's a lot more active than all the other shit.
Yeah, because the OG ones were pretty slow.
One of them had the dog.
Yeah. I think that's part 2.
Yeah.
I want to say, yeah. Like
Isn't that Shadow Dancer?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Shadow
yeah.
Dancer.
With the dog?
Yeah, with
Yeah,
the dog.
that-
That's Shadow Dancer.
that one
But
threw me off
That
because
was the first one, no?
No.
Shinobi 1 was on Master System,
Yeah.
so no one got to play it. So
Oh,
Shadow
shit.
Dancer came out, and then Shinobi 3.
Is it
No, it was
Shinobi 1 like
Revenge of
reverse?
Shinobi.
Oh, okay.
That's part 2.
Shadow Dancer, Revenge of Shinobi, and then Shinobi 3.
Is the
Okay,
Shinobi
so
one like the
Where
hardest
the
one?
fuck does Shadow Dancer and Revenge of Shinobi, like which numbers, you know?
I think Revenge of the Shinobi is part 2.
So there's like 4 of them now?
Yeah, 1 on Master System and 3 on Genesis.
All
Makes
right.
sense. So wait, isn't Shinobi 1 on Genesis like the hardest one?
I don't know. That
Which one is the
wasn't
one with the?
I don't think Shinobi 1 was on Genesis.
Which one is the one with the winds? Not Shinobi 1, but like Shinobi 1 of 3, I guess.
Yeah.
The one with the what?
They're like the winds. Like you were going to be winds blowing you.
3.
That was
Yeah.
okay. So that's the one I remember. Okay, so it was 3. Okay, never mind.
Good game.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah. Love the shit out that game. I think I got all of them actually,
You got them like wow.
Currently owned?
except the Master System.
I gotta see
Master
those.
System.
I gotta see those, man. That's a sexy
It's
ass
not.
box
It's not
art.
boxed though.
Oh,
I don't have the box. I
Okay.
just got the
It's
loose
okay.
cards.
All right, no, it's all right.
You'll
You
get
still,
there, you'll get there.
you're still
Okay.
one upping me right now, man. No trip.
Streets of Rage 2.
Hell yeah, dude. Fuck yes.
Yes.
There you go.
If I gotta give
Yes.
props to fucking Sega, it has to be for that. The soundtrack, the graphics, the gameplay. I used to be hardcore, like legit. You guys might laugh. I used to be a Final Fight guy through and through. And then I played this shit
I won't
when I was
laugh.
in Iraq. I was like, "What the fuck is a Streets of Rage?" God
It's like,
damn.
what is this?
Yeah, because I was playing that shit with the headset. Because like we'd be on different shifts, like day shift and night shift. So
Right.
I put on my headset so I don't wake up anyone up like on my cot to the left or to the right because we're kind of like bundled up. But once I heard that fucking the bass drop on that shit, I was like, "Woo, man!"
It's a masterpiece.
Yeah,
If
It's
you
a
don't,
classic.
if you don't like Streets of Rage 2, take your headsets off right now.
And just
get off,
walk
get
away.
off the mic.
Just walk away.
yo,
You know what's funny though? Like,
Make like Guy in the original part 1. That's super. And cut yourself out of the picture.
what's funny is like Streets of Rage was a dope ass game, but the first thing I thought of when you said Streets of Rage right now is the Disa Samaro video. It's like, where's she from? Streets of Rage?
That's funny.
oh shit.
Okay, so wait. Which one did you play first?
Part 2.
You part
Yeah.
2. What about you, Abraham?
That's whatever he brought. from
Part 2.
Iraq.
And what did you play first?
I owned a Genesis part 1.
Okay, I started with part 2 first. Then I went back to
And I
part 1.
started part 1. I think I had the
The six-pack.
Six pack.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I remember that with columns in it. I remember that one. Yeah. Because I played Streets of Rage 2 first, and then the first time I played Streets of Rage 1 was through the 6-pack.
It was a pack-in game, right? Like the 6-in-1, or was that like a retail?
It was a pack-in.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I remember seeing that shit at Game Dude a lot. I was like, damn, they got a lot of fucking games for Genesis. Look at me with Super Mario All Stars. Like,
Oh.
it's a good game, but compared to
It's
6
okay. It's
different
okay.
games,
It's Genesis.
instead of just
It's
all
Sega's
Mario,
time
like-
right now. You can talk shit.
No. But I was saying like I was envious of Sega then because 6 different games,
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, that was
series.
cool. Back then I was
full,
cool.
Right? They were full games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're full games.
Back then it was like, how did they fit all in that?
Yeah,
That's
you were a kid. Like what?
How many
60
megs was that?
megas? I remember I used to say that shit. A game to 60 megas. What the
Megas.
fuck? Yeah.
Earthworm Jim.
I
I
like
don't
that.
care.
Actually, I like
Whoa, hey,
fucking Earthworm Jim.
I like that
Hey,
game.
yo,
That
It
shit
was
is-
impressive, like the animation, but I don't give.
Earthworm Jim was dope.
Earthworm Jim was
that
for
shit
white
got
boys.
it. You got it. Whoa, yo. Then I'm a white boy. No, that was my game.
The Palma,
Same.
Palma household has the Earthworm Jim experience on Super Nintendo and the cartoon.
Yes.
We used to watch that shit.
Yeah,
I
I
remember
played.
the
Yeah,
cartoon.
I
Yeah,
played.
cartoon was
I
dope.
Yeah, I
played
like the cartoon.
Earthworm Jim on Super Nintendo. I never played it on Genesis. I love Earthworm Jim. I watched the cartoon.
Mario.
Princess Slug
Yeah,
Butt.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
dude. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
But
What was that,
I got
like
nothing bad to
USA?
say about.
Huh?
USA?
Nah, I think Fox.
Oh.
No, it probably was USA.
We didn't have USA, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, it would have to have been a free channel.
Shout out to Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm.
Shout out to Street Fighter, the animated series.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yo,
That was
yeah,
that was my
yeah.
shit.
Shout out to Darkstalkers when Felicia was a
man.
nun because they could have had the titties out, so I had to cover her
Oh
up.
man,
Damn.
that's
Yeah.
that's a whole nother podcast.
Was there a Darkstalkers cartoon?
Yeah. You never seen it? It's the
I
same
remember
same
it,
company.
But
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure if it was part
So
of like
you know
this-
Felicia, right? The cat girl that's
Yeah,
like always
yeah.
naked.
Yeah, I do know Felicia.
Yeah, they had her covered up in the
Felicia
animation.
don't live here
in
no
the,
more.
In the American
Oh.
animation, they had her as in a nun outfit. So it was
Man, that's like the opposite of Felicia.
and then when we ended up getting was it Night Warriors on Saturn?
I had
That's when
that.
I saw. Yeah, I know.
So
But
you,
we saw her real Felicia. I was like, what?
oh,
the
so you started off with you started off with the cartoon.
Yeah, we started off
Oh,
with the
that must have
cartoon.
been a shock.
Yeah, because
Your young brain must have
no,
exploded.
The thing that caught our eye is like, fuck, man, like vampire, cat girl, fucking Morrigan. I was like, damn. And then we saw him on the
Yeah,
thing.
man.
I was like, holy shit, what the
Yep.
fuck happened?
Yep.
But the thing was that we played Night Warriors
That
on
was, the
Saturn.
that was the
and
most
then we
fun fighting game I played one player.
I bet.
And,
Then
the point of all of this is Earthworm Jim's dope.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what Jim's cool.
Another point of that is Capcom, please bring another fucking Darkstalkers.
Yeah, right. Stop teasing us.
Yes.
Or whatever you're doing.
Now that Ono's out of surgery, we'll see.
Oh, he went into surgery?
Yeah, he was. Now he's out.
Oh shit.
He put out like a tweet that was like broken English because that's what he does. But yeah, he said like, please look forward to an announcement soon. But he didn't say on what, so we'll see.
It's probably gonna be
Street
Fighter
Fighter.
characters.
Yeah.
because they haven't
I'm down
had
with
that
that.
the whole season.
Yeah, I'm down
They've
with
sat
that.
on Kage the whole fucking time, so yeah, I can
okay.
see that.
Okay.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Chemical Plant Zone, that's all.
All right.
Contra Hardcore.
I never played it.
Never played it.
Never played. I played.
Can
And
anyone
if
fill
I
us in?
did, if I did, I don't.
So you want to know why this game exists?
Yeah.
Or do you already know?
No, I don't know.
So the game we mentioned before, Gunstar Heroes.
Yeah.
Treasure. Former Konami employees.
Okay.
Pushing this Genesis to its limit. Bitter ass Konami. We could make our own and make it better.
It wasn't.
Metal
It
Gear
was good.
Survive.
Wait, is that Contra 3?
No.
No.
Contra Hardcorp's his own thing. I know that.
Oh no, Contra 3. So Contra Hardcore was that was only for Sega
Yeah.
Genesis.
Yeah.
Kind of like
I seen clips of that, and that was my reaction. My reaction was like, man, this thing is pushing Genesis to its limits. Like it used like, sorry, I can't use the term Mode 7 because Sega had its
Just
own
say
blast process.
Blast process.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
We're
Where
all
we
old
at that
enough to
one?
remember that
But
shit.
the way it was using, I was like, damn, this looked like they were just going all out with this shit. It looked crazy. Yeah.
So you're saying it's worth a look at?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Landstalker.
I don't know.
What is that?
It's RPG.
don't nobody pretend like they played that game when it came out.
Umberto had it.
We played it.
Murder. He didn't know what it was. His uncle had it, but he didn't know what it was.
I think it's a Zelda clone.
Does it have
I think
anything?
it said Land Grisser. That one I played.
You played that back in the day?
Yeah.
Does it have
Holy
anything
shit.
to do with Time Stalker back on the Dreamcast? Because
No.
we fuck with
Well,
that.
maybe.
So, yeah,
Maybe.
that's the only thing soccer thing we know.
But
And Dark.
it's
Yeah.
it's a weak entry on here. Beyond Oasis.
I don't even know what that is.
Beyond
Not that
Me.
weird. This is that weird Aladdin looking game.
Yeah.
You know who made that game?
Who?
The same person who did Streets of Rage. Or did the music
really?
for Streets
Oh,
of Rage.
It was
Yeah.
a Koshiro?
Yeah. He started a company called Ancient.
fuck?
And their first
Looking like.
Oh wait, a Beyond Oasis?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he started a company called Ancient, and his sister was in the company. She was actually the one who did the sprites for Streets of Rage.
All right.
And their first game was Beyond Oasis, so that's
Cool.
a random fact.
All right.
He's like-
Snapple fact.
Interesting.
Ghouls and Ghosts.
That's supposed to be superior to Ghost and Goblins. from what I was
Superior.
reading.
That's a strong
Yeah, because
statement.
Super Golden Ghost is superior to that.
Oh.
Ghost and Goblins was on Nintendo.
Hey, but
so.
this is Sega's time, so we'll let it slide.
Man,
We'll let it slide. We'll let it slide.
Let them shots fly.
Alex Kidd.
That's
Isn't that paper rock scissors game?
Yes.
oh, okay. So it was supposed to be like a Monster World game, right? And they just changed it to Alex Kidd.
Yeah. I think he was like at one point the mascot,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
Sega?
was. Yeah.
which was he was like a fucking chimpanzee in overalls or something.
Yeah, it's like,
Yo, hey, don't disrespect Goku like that, all right?
yo, obscure reference, but is that Sun's boyfriend?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
There you
You look
go.
like
Yeah, I remember that.
Curious George with yellow boots.
Goku would take offense to that.
Here's the one that gets a lot of like praise and people like it and they're nostalgic for it, but I don't give a fuck. Golden Axe.
Yeah.
Come on.
That was a cool
Come
game.
on.
You didn't like that game?
That shit
Wait,
put
the
me to
first one or the
that
second
shit-
one?
The first one.
Oh, okay. That
That
one
shit-
only dabbled a little
Man.
bit.
That shit literally put me to sleep
Look
every
at,
time
look,
I tried to play
at,
it.
look at Genesis kid over
Yeah,
here.
you're
man.
the Genesis. You don't
You're about to
remember-
get shamed right now.
You don't remember
Defend that
those
with your
cutscenes?
life.
I don't give a fuck about no orcs and elves.
Yo,
and-
you don't remember
Hey,
when you get those
Yo,
magic
yeah.
potions and then
There's
this
nothing wrong
cutscene-
with orcs.
That shit was fucking dope.
Yeah, I
think
remember that.
I think that was like one of the very few games that I had to keep it to play 2 players.
Yeah,
So
so you could be like
How many
the.
games did you have?
I had
He was
There's
rich.
a rotation. Yo,
tough
son.
times.
Yo,
I had that 6-pack.
he was in Jersey. Remember that shit? He used to go fucking swap games and get a chopped cheese right after.
Whoa.
Chopped cheese for a game.
Oh my god! Most
yeah.
of the games they would be borrowed.
Chopped cheese and Vector Man.
I remember.
I love Vector Man. So
Oh man, I remember
Speaking
those.
of Vector Man, I'm really hoping that's going to show up on the list.
Oh, we'll see.
We'll see.
Keep in mind every RPG I've mentioned so far.
Yeah,
or
Okay.
RPGs I haven't mentioned.
All right.
Here's the next one.
All right.
Ooh.
Phantasy Star 4.
Whoa,
Ooh.
expensive game. I know that.
Yeah.
I was looking into it after me and Isidro had a talk. At
It was
your birthday.
$100.
Yeah.
Isn't it on the Sega
launch.
Genesis Classics?
At launch, it was 100.
Oh, that's what he's talking about right now.
Yeah.
No. Not the emulator, not the Sega Mini, but the Sega Genesis pack.
Yeah, it's on there. But I'm
Okay,
saying
okay.
like because I was gonna get that Mega SG, so I was looking at. I was asking Isidro, should I go for it? He's like, well, play a couple, and then you see how you're feeling because you got the pack. So I was like, all right.
Shout out to Fantasy Star. I'm playing that right now. I'm close to the end.
Shout out to My Life in Gaming. They're
Yeah,
hyping the shit
yeah.
out of Fantasy Star. Everything, man.
When I beat Fantasy Star, I'm going to 2, 3, and then I'm waiting for 4. That's the game I'm looking forward to.
Damn.
Yeah.
Bruh.
This was when this came out, people would just shut up. I was able to say shut up to people.
What?
Street Fighter 2 Special Champion Edition.
Oh no, let's not get into this.
Nah.
Let's not get into
You know what?
this.
I'm
not
gonna
get into
debunk this
Let's
shit
not
right
get into
now.
this.
Superior.
You can
Let's not
say,
get
you
into
say
this.
superior.
The most superior
How
Street
much
Fighter.
You-
how much
hold on,
money did you
hold
have to
on.
spend on controllers just so you can play the game?
You say superior, but when you have to press start
Let's
to
not get
change
into
the
this.
kicks.
Whoa, that's where you're wrong, buddy. I had the 6-button Genesis
But how
controller.
many people? How
bought
many
it.
people had the 6-pack? Because I always
Exactly.
heard the school rumor like, oh man, you have to press start to play.
Yes,
change the
I was
kicks.
just about to say that.
Yeah.
I
You had the
hated that.
3-button Genesis. You had to press start.
That was
See?
crazy.
I didn't fuck
Props
with
to-
no.
that
I
was
didn't fuck with no
crazy.
3-button
Pro-
Genesis controller.
Props to Super Nintendo. We already had all the ones. We didn't have need it.
Yeah, you also had to
Let me
fucking
tell you-
press
let me-
L and R to
let
do
me tell you
fucking
right
hard,
now. Let me
hard
okay, sorry.
and hard punch and hard kick.
Let me tell you right now.
I had X Y Z A B C.
because of Street Fighter on Sega Genesis, dude, I know where that start button is just closing my eyes. You have to learn exactly where it is without looking at the controller.
So you were that kid?
I knew how the button the Genesis controller was mapped out because of that damn start button.
I'll give you. I'd rather have was it Guile versus M Bison on that cover than fucking what we got on Super Nintendo E Honda versus Sagat. I think right
On the for which
for
which
Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
E Honda versus Sagat, yeah.
And then Genesis had Guile versus
that
Bison.
shit-
And that shit was
yeah.
dope because it's
Yeah.
like Guile's falling back, breaking
Yeah.
the box, throwing Sonic Boom, and
It's like
then
Raul
Bison-
Julian Van Damme.
It looked like it.
I almost
That shit
confused.
is etched in my
Yeah.
mind.
I almost confused
Yeah.
it with the original Street Fighter 2 that had Blanca and Chun Li.
Well, remember, he brought up Turbo
Blanca
Championship
Ball.
Edition,
Yeah,
but we only
yeah.
had Turbo, so
Yeah.
go on.
We need to stop doing this. We need to stop disrespecting Genesis like this.
No, we don't.
What's
Nah,
wrong with you?
they're
This
gonna
war would never end.
That's
They're
part of the
gonna-
podcast.
This
they're gonna
war would
take
never
that
end.
L with that 3-button controller because NA is getting that 3-button controller for this shit, so they gotta hold that L.
Oh,
But-
it's
but it
wait,
doesn't come-
yo,
it doesn't
hold
come
up.
packed
It's with
in,
the
though.
fucking.
The 3-button controller doesn't come. I mean, the 6-button controller doesn't come packed
That's
in.
what- that's what-
Right, that's what I'm saying. You gotta hold that L with this
It
thing.
comes with the 3-button controller.
Yeah, unfortunately, but the Japanese.
All that
one-
shit you were just talking, but you got to use the goddamn 3-button controller.
Hey, you could buy them separately.
They said that shit about the NES Classic too with the controllers. You saw how that shit went. Those controllers went for a fucking mint.
God damn it.
But I got lucky, I got the notifications on Twitter for
have you
that
even
Genesis
have you
one.
even used a 6-button Genesis controller?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
I use both controllers.
You know which one I use?
You want to fight about
I
it?
use the
The official one.
no. I use the Hyperkin one.
No, fuck that.
The question is, have you used a 3-button controller? That's
Yeah.
the real question.
Yeah.
Yeah, for like 2 days.
Bulky ass.
I use both, okay?
Yo, son.
But you've used the official Sega.
Yes.
But right now,
6-button controller.
Because after playing Street Fighter,
you
I was
used
like, I can't
You
keep
used it
playing
back
start
then.
button.
You
Yes,
used it.
back then, yeah. I
Got it?
first played Street Fighter with the three
Oh, with
with the 3-button, and
But
then somebody gave me
The
a
6-button.
I'm
6-button.
sorry.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
dude.
and it was
Fuck.
official.
Yes, it was official.
That is the best D-pad on any video game console ever made.
Back then, there wasn't a
back
high
then?
bar, so
Back
yes.
back then or up
now,
until
up till now.
So up to now, whoa, that's a different statement.
that's
a different
good.
statement.
That's good, but it's not as good as the
It's,
Genesis.
it's better
Heavy
than the-
disagree.
The
Heavy
PS,
disagree.
Huh?
PS1,
The
PS2,
PS1 D-pad.
360,
PS1 D-pad.
Yeah.
PS2,
that
Fuck the PS1 and PS2 D-pad, dude.
Sega Saturn.
No, that's fine.
That's
They're
Sega
similar.
But
the
you said Genesis
The Genesis one was superior
to the Sega Saturn.
to the
one.
Sega Saturn one.
Whoa, okay.
Damn.
you know what? When I order
bold
that
statement.
that ice blue one I found for you, like on Amazon, I'm order that USB one to try it on the Sega Genesis collection. I'm gonna
should,
give,
man.
I'm gonna give it a whirl.
You should, man.
Shout out to Retro
And then you'll come over here and
No.
I want to believe you.
Hold on.
and then you'll come back.
Hold on. Let me
admit
let me
your mistakes.
let me knock you down on peg. I won't have to jump through hoops to get that 6-button controller when this shit comes out.
You're gonna be jumping through so much hoops. You're gonna be looking like Circus Charlie up in here.
You know what? Hey, I want to believe. Hey, I want to believe you.
Oh my god.
I want to believe you that the Sega Genesis controller was the best one.
Do you have that shit right now?
No,
But
Because I was gonna say you have the Retron right there. So
Did it?
Yeah.
that
Give
would
us
be nice.
15 minutes.
I'm looking at the Saturn.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the Saturn D-pad, and if the Sega Genesis D-pad was anywhere close to as pointy as that one was, then I can't say that because man, those pointy D-pads, those edges, the edges.
You're talking about the three
edges.
buttons. You're talking about the 3 buttons.
No, even if the Sega Genesis looks anywhere close to the Sega Saturn one, those pointy D-pad, the pointy edges on the D-pads.
You're talking about
those
the
were-
3 button.
But the Sega Genesis
This one
I
doesn't
don't
have
remember.
pointy. This one doesn't have a pointy D-pad.
Yeah, they're about to bust it out for you.
You're
so
talking
you
about
can
the
see.
3-button Genesis controller.
So, but the 6-button Sega Genesis, I don't remember. It's been a while.
It's
It
a
doesn't have the
rounder one.
pointy-
It's a rounder one.
Okay.
Yeah, she's about to show you right now. Look, let the man hold that.
Let me hold it. Let me hold it.
Let
Let
him
me hold that
experience-
L.
Not
Let me hold
only-
that L.
Let
Not
the
only
hater
were
hold
that L.
the
Let me
edge is
see.
smooth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right. All right.
Yo, you know what? I'm with you.
Yo.
I'm with you with those fucking sharp ass D-pads. You had calluses on your fucking
let me-
finger.
let me-
You might bleed a little
let me
bit.
tell
Your
you-
shit's
let me tell you-
raw.
let me tell you a
But you
story.
still want to play fucking beat
Yes.
whatever the fuck you're doing. So I
Okay,
feel you on that
Let
one.
me tell you a story
I
right
feel
now.
you.
True story. Me and my brother had, this is not exaggerating, we had a 24-hour Street Fighter 2 Turbo session.
Hell yeah.
That's what's up.
By the end of that session, I found out how pointy the corners of that goddamn Super
Yeah,
Nintendo controller
I believe you. I used to.
That's why I asked, because my thumbs were almost bleeding by the time we finished playing that fucking thing. That shit was crazy, dude. I was like, dude, what? I'm pretty sure I grew like calluses on my thumb. It was crazy.
I remember like right here it'd be hard as fuck from all D-pad shredding.
yeah.
Dude.
I was
That shit
in
crazy.
pain.
I
But
remember
after
that.
feeling that, I'd rather play with that for fucking 24 hours straight than fucking Just to add to the end of that story, when we finished that 24-hour session, I swear to God, I went into a coma. Like, I literally just knocked out. Like, I fell asleep for like 11 hours or some shit. That shit was crazy.
Is it because Henry won too much?
No, I beat it. I beat his ass straight. Real quick, you could cut this out, but that's the only reason why Henry's good in Smash, because when he was like 6-7 years old, I would school his ass in fighting games, and he learned from all his ass
All
beatings.
his ass whoopings.
He's admitted to that, though.
Here's one for you non-Sega fans. Mega Man: The Wily Wars.
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
Tell me why this is a big deal.
Okay, I just talked to my friend who's a hardcore Mega Man fan, and he said that's the actual reason why he's buying. From what I remember, I don't remember correctly, but he said that never came out in America. That's why that
was in a Sega network,
or
right?
it was okay. Not
right.
he compared that to Star Fox 2
Right.
for the Super. Yeah,
Right.
that's what he said. Yeah, so he said he'll buy it just because of that.
It was never released physically. It was only available to subscribers of the Sega channel.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go. There we go.
Damn.
If you're talking about what the hell's that bullshit Google company that's coming up?
Stadia.
Stadia. If you-
Okay.
You want to talk
Oh
about
my
Stadia and
God.
the Netflix of video games?
Yeah.
Sega Genesis was doing this shit in 1992, 93.
Or was that one that Zelda for that Satellaview or whatever? Is it compared to that? Something like that?
Oh,
You
yeah.
remember that?
Yeah, but that didn't
Zelda
come out in,
Zelda BS or whatever the fuck it was called.
it didn't come out in America though.
Okay.
But people saying if they releasing that one now, what else are they holding back?
Wait, we don't have the full list?
No.
There's 10
Ooh,
left.
Damn. Okay. 10. Jesus.
10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dropping bars.
Sonic Spinball.
Oh, God damn it, dude.
That was the reaction I was looking for.
You struck the wrong chord with
Yeah.
Sonic Spinball.
Yeah.
Okay. There was a period of time when
This is the only game you had.
yes.
Whoa.
So I'm sure it's not a bad game, but when it's the only game you had and you've played other Sonic games and all you can play is Sonic Spinball
Yep.
with that frame rate and
Yep.
everything else,
Yep.
That shit ain't it, Chief.
I'm sure all the Sonic Spinball fans, I'm sure you love the game, but if that was the only game you had,
No, I'm right there with you.
you're
man.
right there with me. All
Yeah.
right, man.
I remember the cover. That's about it.
I remember that damn intro when he came on that fucking hang glider and he gets
Yeah.
shot down because I've seen it like 600 times.
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh Lord,
Bad
yeah.
memories.
Yeah.
Vector Man.
Yep.
Oh my god, we're just
Nothing but love for that. Nothing but love for that game. I already shot it.
I respect that game.
I love
Yeah, that shit's hard as
You
fuck.
didn't like that
but
game?
I
Very
liked it.
hard.
Yeah.
You don't like the music?
I think Vector Man's a stupid character.
Whoa. Okay,
I'll
but the
give you
game,
that,
but the
yeah.
It
game.
looks like a
But your
what was
balls-
that fighting game? Balls 3D.
Balls.
I'm
You know what
surprised. I'm surprised he wasn't like a cameo in that fucking game.
That would have been funny.
Even though he looks 3D, that shit's all sprites, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I
that was
thought.
back then.
Yeah.
That was like that Donkey Kong Country shit when they do 3D but made it
the
sprites.
full
Yeah.
3D. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I got nothing bad to say about Vector Man.
Yeah.
Okay. Wonder Boy in Monster World.
I never played that
I
shit.
know I said a few podcasts ago I need to pick it up on Switch, and I still do. I fucked up, but I'm gonna look for it tomorrow.
I've not played it.
Sega Man
Sega Man,
wearing the
you
Genesis,
rocking that Genesis
wearing
shirt?
Genesis shirt.
That long
Broke
sleeve,
times.
son.
Broke times.
Okay. Chop cheese was more important.
Top cheese was more important.
You had to eat.
I had to eat,
Can't
man.
get
Jason,
You're right.
nothing,
Huh?
nothing on that
Nobody
one.
played
Monster
that one?
Boy?
Yeah.
No, I don't fuck. I don't know what that is.
I don't
Okay. you don't know her?
You don't fuck with Monster Boys.
I wasn't renting that at Blockbuster.
Shout out to all the Monster Boy fans out
Yeah.
there.
So that's all they announced so far. They're still
Yeah.
gonna announce more.
Yeah,
How many games is that?
that's 30.
That was a lot.
A
30?
lot of games.
Wait,
30?
or did you only do 20?
30 and there's still 10
Yeah.
more?
Yeah. From what I heard.
Jesus.
So just from that list alone, what's the one that stands out?
Street Fighter.
Shinobi 3.
Sonic.
Street Fighter and Shinobi 3.
Because I don't know shit about Genesis.
Nothing stands out in terms of like nothing I've never played that I want to get the system to
Phantasy
play.
Star
But in terms
4.
of my favorite that I heard from the list is Sonic 2 and Phantasy Star 4, yeah. Oh,
I
and
want
Streets
to-
of Rage 2. Sorry to cut you off. Streets of Rage 2, Sonic 2, and Phantasy
Hey
Star 4.
man,
I mean, I still would get it, you know what I mean? Since I'm a Genesis fan, nothing really stood out like, oh shit, I gotta go and pick that shit up. But you know what I mean? I'll just say Streets of Rage 2 though. Yeah.
Are you really a Genesis fan? You hated on Monster Boy. I'm just joking. you didn't say that. I'm just joking.
Went for the
I'm just joking.
jugular.
I'm
you
just
literally
joking.
didn't say anything about it.
I'm just picking on you the way
God
we picked
damn.
on Jason with Golden Axe.
Maybe if they said
If you hate Golden Axe, you hate the Genesis.
maybe if they said comms on it, I probably would have picked.
Mortal
So
Kombat
wait.
with blood.
I don't know if people said this, but who's gonna pick it up?
I am
I got
definitely
that.
gonna pick
Everybody.
I got that. You know, Japanese 6-button one on pre-order. So
it. Oh shit.
yeah,
Hey.
Oh,
Whoa.
Amazon
okay.
Japan came through on that one.
Flex.
I already got my money saved away on PayPal specifically for that one. So
Whoa.
it's
I
not
want-
gonna, it's
you-
not gonna be
damn,
like
you-
that Shonen Jump
Damn, you-
Famicom I fucked up on. So I'm still salty about that.
I just want the Japanese one because it already comes with the 6 buttons.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it comes
I
with
think that
2.
would be-
And
Wait,
then just
wait,
hack them.
what? Wait,
Two?
I
what?
think it's 2. Yeah.
Huh?
What?
What?
The Japanese one comes with the 6 button, but the American
Yeah.
comes with the 3.
Yes.
Not
Hold
only that,
that.
but it comes with
Why
2.
do they keep doing that to us?
Hold that, America.
Dude, it's not 1993, dude.
Yeah.
We got the internet. We understand. Give us the 6 button.
I don't know, man.
Right?
Jesus, that's so weird.
I
You
guess
want to
it-
keep it classic? Keep it classic.
Right? Okay, I guess.
It's bullshit.
So from what they have announced, what do you want to be announced?
I want Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And when I say Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I want Sonic 3 by itself, and I want Sonic and Knuckles by itself, and then I want the lock-on version of.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because
I'm
they're like 3 separate games.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what? I'm gonna say Mortal Kombat just because I want to
Ooh,
experience.
damn, there you go.
I
there
want to
you go.
experience all this blood that we didn't have on Super Nintendo.
There you
So
go.
part 1, you're saying
Yeah.
part 1?
What
Yeah.
about Ultimate Mortal Kombat
Mortal
3?
Kombat.
Do you want
I
that
think
one?
I think for Sega the
I'm
one
not big of
that
Mortal
was
Kombat, dude.
the It one was Mortal Kombat 2, right?
Both of them, part 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everyone's ready for that. Ooh, ah, ah, ah.
Who
Mortal Kombat
remembers
2
the
is
blood
dope.
code for part 1?
I do.
What is it?
ABABACC.
No.
I got it wrong. No,
You
isn't it
remember?
ABABA?
You remember?
I
What is
remember
it? What is it?
It's ABACABB.
There you go. There you go. Sega Genesis fan. over
Style
here.
dog, man. You don't know nothing.
You proved it.
Damn.
You know, I don't remember. I was too busy playing Mortal Kombat on Super
You
Nintendo.
Jon Snowing out here. You
With
don't know nothing.
You over here playing that shit with the sweat.
He was getting the sweat beat out of
Yeah,
you.
I played Mortal Kombat on Genesis like twice.
Don't sweat me, son.
Honestly, the Super Nintendo version was better. Except for the blood.
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
Move on.
That's why I need
Moving
to play
on.
it on Sega Genesis.
Moving on.
So who else? You already said your game?
I haven't said anything, but the one I was thinking because I got to experience it through the Retron was Musha. It'd be pretty cool to get that announced on there because that's pretty expensive for what I was seeing too. If I was trying to get a physical one to do the whole HD Mega SG thing, so that's what I want to see.
Yeah.
I would say Landgrisser.
Yeah.
That's like the
War Song.
Huh?
War Song?
Yeah. Oh, that's what it's called.
Yeah, that's what it's called here.
Wow.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Fire Emblem. Playing that game. Yeah.
So wait. How old were you when you played this?
I don't even remember.
3?
I'm just asking because, like, did it make any sense to you? Because I feel like there's a certain age when RPGs don't make any sense.
It took some time to learn, but I wound up getting used to it.
Yeah, okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
What about you,
that
Jason?
or Aladdin.
Aladdin.
Yo, why you cheating? You got 2? You got 2?
This is a Sega. We're talking about the Genesis here because everybody knows. I'll say it.
Yeah, say it.
I'll say it.
What you gonna say?
Super Nintendo had a better Aladdin game.
You know what's
That made no sense.
You know what's weird? You know what's weird?
I want that sound effect when you drop the bomb.
That was the only game that I would say was better on Genesis than it was on Super Nintendo.
Nah.
It wasn't.
Way
That's
better
tripping.
than Genesis.
That's how you know your opinion's whack.
But because I only played the Genesis version. That's why.
I saw some videos.
I never played the Super Nintendo version.
Nah.
I had more fun on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
one.
That shit was
Damn.
fucking
Because you didn't have the
clean.
Genesis version.
I had the Genesis version, but
Yeah.
something about like fucking
Damn.
throwing apples. Like,
So wait, what do you throw on Super Nintendo?
you
The
don't.
swords.
You just Goomba stomp
You get the
everybody.
Damn. Yeah, I only played the Genesis version. I love the Genesis version.
Yeah, I love
So you tell me the Super Nintendo version is way better?
It's Capcom.
Yeah.
It was Capcom.
Yeah.
Who did the Genesis one?
I don't know.
Version,
Disney
probably?
Version Interactive, some bullshit like that.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Lion King.
Hey.
Oh man. Do we really got to shout out Lion King?
The original Lion King.
Damn,
Lion King.
I gotta try out Super Nintendo Aladdin now.
Yeah.
You know, there's ways.
My answer was going to be Mortal Kombat 1 as well, and X-Men 2 Clone Wars.
Whoa!
Dropping bombs out
Genesis.
here.
I probably got really loud on that one. You gotta cut that one out. That's the reaction y'all been waiting for.
That's the bomb right there.
Shit, your
There's
reaction.
Wait, X-Men 2 Clone Wars. Oh, Clone Wars.
Is that the one where you have to press reset?
That's
to
what I was gonna
continue?
ask.
No,
That's
no,
what I'm
that was
asking.
the
That was which
Yeah.
one was that
That was,
one?
that was just called X-Men.
I heard that on
That was-
the podcast
that was
recently. That's crazy. You have to fucking
trash.
press reset to keep
Did
going.
you play the game?
No. I heard about this shit on the
okay,
podcast.
I gotta. Oh god.
Which
dude, I
one?
gotta
Which one?
fucking start,
The
dude.
X-Men 1, I think, on Genesis.
I actually like that one because you can play two
I liked
players
it.
on
Right,
that one.
but
I like that shit.
I like
Go
that.
on.
We played. Me, my brother, and my cousins played that X-Men when it came out. That part of the game, we never understood it. We could never get past it.
Yeah, it was the most cryptic fucking Simon's Quest bullshit ever, dude.
Then, then years later, we found out you're supposed to reset the game, and we were like, fuck you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
And there was like, some people when they reset it, they did it wrong. And if like it reset
what was the right
game,
way to do it?
Oh my.
you have to like kind of like just
Hit
like,
it. Right? You gotta
flick the
Yeah.
reset button. If
Yeah.
you like press it too hard and hold it down too long, it'll reset the Genesis and you gotta start over.
Some
Well, this is built into the game's code.
Yeah.
some
To
board
flick
members,
the reset.
some
Yeah.
board members saw this. They were like, "Yeah, that sounds good to me."
So
Sign it
how
off.
would you know?
You wouldn't.
You don't. I'm telling you right now.
Did they
we
had
didn't
it in the
know.
magazine?
There was no internet.
They didn't have it
Okay,
in the.
wasn't in
but
the manual.
in the game, it didn't hint.
There was no. There
No, I'm
was
saying
Hey.
they didn't have it in like
We make-
in the game.
No, 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 no.
Minute.
I'm telling you from a dumb kid's perspective, but from our perspective, there were no hints to tell you that.
They didn't have
Wow.
that. They didn't
So I
have that
mean, fuck this
1-900.
game, and then
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
that's
didn't
why I
have
had
that
that reaction.
They didn't have that 1-900 phone line like Super Nintendo.
But
Nintendo Fun Club.
But if Kojima did, he'd be a fucking genius.
And wasn't it like I don't remember because as a kid everything seems longer. Wasn't it like towards like it wasn't even
It was
towards the
towards
middle
the
of the
end
game.
of the. It was like towards
It
the
was
end of
towards
the
the
game.
okay.
towards the end.
So like
Okay.
you make all
Wow.
that progress,
Yeah.
And then you fuck up the
What's-
reset and start over.
like the last
Yeah.
thing you want to do is like even come near the fucking reset button.
Yeah.
You couldn't save on the Genesis. There was no passwords.
You leave that
That
shit
was-
on overnight.
Crazy. That was crazy, man.
Fuck that shit.
We thought we were just like, what are we doing wrong? We tried everything, man. It was crazy. Jesus, that's crazy. Yeah.
How tilted are you right now?
How tilted?
Thinking about that shit.
Like, how mad am I?
Yeah.
You saw my reaction. I think I got pretty loud on the fucking mic, man.
Almost as loud as Sonic Spitball, yeah.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, man.
Real quick, one game. What are you guys playing at the moment? I beat Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
Woo, that deserves a clap.
Good
I
shit.
beat it.
Yo, Ivan, clap for this man.
I beat it from software game, man. And I've been lost like ever since. Like I don't know what to play.
Been limbo.
Nothing's gonna live up
My
to it?
mind is lingering on Sekiro. Like all I do is like watch YouTube videos about people playing Sekiro.
Damn.
I'm like obsessed. I bought the collector's edition.
You sure
so
did.
That shit
Cybertron Soundwave hooked me up with the letter opener.
Honestly, when you posted that, I thought it was like a PS4 edition of it. I was like,
Yeah, I thought
that's
it
a
was a whole
big ass
system.
box. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But right now I'm playing Persona 5.
Oh,
Yes,
ooh,
I
good
see
game.
that.
Don't-
All right, all right.
Oh, you didn't wait for the one
royal?
with the girl or whatever.
No, I mean it's been collecting dust on my shelf, and
I need to get back to that.
I'm playing it. I'm gonna beat it. Just like I said, I was gonna beat Sekiro.
Once you
Hey,
say,
man, you
once
on
you
the
say,
road.
once
You
you
on the road.
once you
Hey.
say, once you make that decision, that's it.
Hey
That's
man, if they work with Sekiro, it's gonna work again.
It's gonna
Yes.
work again. Hey, what are you playing at the moment?
Well, I was ready to dedicate my summer months to Final Fantasy 14 to get ready for Shadowbringers, and then Blizzard Entertainment was like, "Yo, we heard you're about to switch games, so how about you have this invitation to our WoW Classic beta?" And I was like, "You know what? Don't mind if I do." So I've been playing the hell out of that.
I got a question about that.
Yes, I got an answer.
It's called World of Warcraft Classic.
Yes.
They've been expanding and updating World of Warcraft since it launched in
2004.
2004.
That's what 15 years.
And this game takes everything that they've added and upgraded about World of Warcraft and brings it back to
Square one.
square one.
The game that everybody got addicted to, yeah.
So
So that means they're gonna add expansion packs to that too, and just be
Well,
the
there's no
same?
word on that yet, but I mean, it's possible because they brought back. Well, I don't know.
Is
You
it
guys
just
look at
for
me
like-
like I'm an alien or something.
what's the appeal to you?
The nostalgia of when I first played World of Warcraft. Like everything was, like right now, you know, most of the complaints are like the game is just easy mode and you get thrown loots and all that stuff. And going back to WoW Classic, you just remember how hard the game was. Like leveling, every time you pull a mob, you got to make sure you don't pull extras because if you pull two, you're fucking dead no matter what. So it's more strategy involved and more thinking, and it takes longer, so you enjoy the leveling experience as opposed to now whenever they release a new expansion, you rush through the leveling because the end game when you start getting gear and all that. But vanilla was all about the leveling experience, so it takes longer and you just enjoy it more.
So there'll come a point when the game ends because you don't have all the expansions and everything that came after, right?
Yeah, they're doing different patches from vanilla in different phases. They haven't said how long each phase is or whatever, but they're releasing content slowly, just like they did back then.
Whoa,
Do they
that's
have like
interesting.
a level cap for that one also?
Well, the beta right now is only level 30, but in vanilla the cap was 60, so it's gonna be level 60.
Oh shit!
Do you think you'd keep playing, or is it just like a kind of like a nostalgia, shits and giggles? I'm over it.
No, I thought because I was one of the people that thought like, you know, everyone keeps talking about WoW Classic and vanilla like through rose tinted goggles. Like they don't remember the hard stuff, like how hard it was to level, all the annoying stuff like buffs and like gear was really hard to come by and all this stuff. And I was like, they don't remember the hard stuff. But then going back now on the beta and playing through the hard stuff, I'm like, I was wrong. That's what made this game better. Like.
So you're getting the full nostalgia feels when you.
Oh
play
yeah,
it.
like you gotta ask Tony. I've been up like 4:00 in the morning playing
Nice.
that shit.
Yep.
Damn,
Nice.
thanks for coming out, man.
Seriously,
Nice.
I
first time
took-
seeing sunlight.
I took some long naps today before coming over here. So
Eric, what are you playing at the moment?
I am playing Final Fantasy 14. Oh man, I got so much
Are
to
you
say.
really playing
Based
that?
on the laughs. Oh, whoa, oh, yeah, okay, okay. All right, let me say right now, okay, this is my second time trying this game out, okay? Before, I felt like I was a little rushed along trying to experience that game, and I am playing it again, and I am playing with Cybertron Soundwave Engineer, and my pace isn't matching his pace, so he's a little
you're a casual.
sure, whatever. I wouldn't say casual. I'm just not playing as often as them, but I am level 16, which is higher level than last
level
time.
25.
Yeah, because you play more than me.
Man, you casual.
Okay. So
That's why they don't want to start over with you.
yeah,
They
right.
knew you'd fall behind.
I have other things going on, and when I log on, when I can, I play. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure it out. But I'm enjoying it. But I guess I'm not enjoying it as much as other people. You know what I mean?
At this pace, we will reach to Heaven's Ward in no
Yeah.
time.
Oh Lord.
We need a healer, man.
We need
See,
a healer.
this is why I stopped playing Final Fantasy 14 the first time.
Well,
It's supposed to be a single player experience, and occasionally I get a multiplayer experience.
No.
But at the same time,
Wait.
I understand how they feel.
wait.
So hold on.
Yeah, MMO's fucked
Who's the
up.
one who said on Slack?
What did I
Pokey
say?
Muffin, do you want to play Fantasy 14 with me?
Yeah, you play with me, right? You
Yeah,
played with
but
me.
like,
You played with me.
but your pace is like so slow.
Jesus Christ, man.
So
Okay.
hold on. So for those of you who doesn't know what happened in behind the scenes, the plan was we were gonna play
Okay, all right. You explain the plan, then I'll tell you word for word.
Why you
Okay.
straight from the
All right,
Okay,
yeah.
so the plan was
Uh-huh.
we were going to play as noobs together.
As noobs. As noobs.
As noobs together.
As noobs.
The Dragon Sisters, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, Dragon Sister.
Right?
We saw
Okay.
those in the group.
That's what they're.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. And we were going to reach to Heaven's Ward by
Before the concert.
before the Final Fantasy VII concert.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that's in June.
Have we failed that mission yet?
Yes.
Yes,
How?
because that June 9 is how many more? Like
That's
2
less
weeks.
than a month, right?
Less than a month, yeah.
And
Wait, less than a month can be from 30 days to.
so you're gonna grind to you know how many it's far to get to Heaven's Ward.
how long? If you went nonstop, 24 hours, how long would it take?
It'd take you like maybe a month or two.
If
You
you're
know-
playing every day nonstop?
Yeah, you know, to get into Heaven's Ward, there's literally like 120 max level quests from
Uh-huh.
A Realm Reborn before you even get into.
Okay, look, that was the original plan. Plans
So you
changed
deviated
from
from
the
the
original.
plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't know how long it takes to get into Heaven's Word.
I told you from the rip. It's gonna
You
take-
said, wait, did you tell me how many hours that we had to play?
I said that it's gonna take literally a month or two.
Yeah, when you tell me it takes a month, you're not telling me how many hours it takes each day.
Well, you don't put in the hours though, so how are you even?
Man, it's like behind the scenes.
sorry.
Airing
Okay,
out
look,
that
I'm
laundry.
sorry.
Okay,
I
look,
had a dream
here's-
that we were all gonna start together as.
You
Dragon
actually had a
Sisters.
dream about this?
No, I mean,
Oh,
like,
okay,
you know,
okay.
like-
This was your
No,
vision.
I actually had a dream.
Okay, look,
about
look,
it.
look.
like MLK style.
Okay, look,
you know what I mean?
this is what this is what I'm gonna say.
Like,
This is
dude,
intervention.
This is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say.
Fantasy
Listen
This is what I'm gonna say. To get
up. Wait, wait.
okay,
Let me talk.
okay.
So basically, we were all gonna go together
angry.
and like kind of like level up together
Uh-huh.
and do dungeons together.
Okay.
Like we were gonna do it as a group,
Uh-huh.
but like you're slow and we need a healer. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
First of
On
all,
blast.
Sorry.
people got other things to do.
No,
Come on, man. Look.
Don't try to
Dude,
backpedal,
Second-
man.
Look, as an
You-
MMO
this is your
junkie,
idea.
I'm gonna let you
Second.
know.
You're the
You-
one who hyped it up.
Second,
though.
I'm
You better cast haste and hurry.
like,
the fuck
hold on,
up.
hold on. I'm gonna clear this. I'm gonna clear this
No,
before
no,
before
no.
hold on. Before this gets derailed because it looked like getting derailed. We're gonna have to set a schedule,
Wasn't it Friday?
Hey,
but we didn't say how long we're playing
who
on
was
Friday.
not
We
there on
played on
Friday
Fridays. Which
we
Friday
were both
night?
there on Friday night.
Which Friday night?
Last
Last
Friday
night.
night.
Like yesterday.
Like yesterday, Friday night.
Didn't I hit you guys up? What happened?
Yeah, we were playing dungeons.
You didn't get online.
Did you respond?
You didn't get
We were on
But you didn't
dungeon.
respond.
But we were on dungeon.
Okay, that's my point. So we're gonna create a schedule.
No, you should have logged on and checked to see that we
Okay.
were online.
All right, so we're gonna create a schedule. We're gonna have a certain amount of hours, and because I'm actually going on a social media and YouTube ban, but I'm
Okay.
not gonna go on those. So we're gonna set time
Is
and
Friday,
hours.
is
Wait,
Friday
so
too
you're-
vague for you? You need a time?
No, because we just said Friday. Yeah, that is vague.
No,
You know
it's
what I
not
mean?
vague. Friday.
What if they have
Do you-
some? What if
do
they
you
have to
not-
go? What
do
if
you
they have to
not-
go visit their uncle on?
Do you not
Friday?
have their number? Either of them? Phone number?
So
Text?
not everyone's always available on Friday.
We
all
were
day.
available like the
That
last
Friday.
3 Fridays.
Yes, but not always every Friday,
But
right?
this 3 Fridays we were available.
Yes, but I'm just telling him you're not always going to be available.
But we were available.
It sounds to me like they're putting more effort than you are.
What happened
They
is
are.
you made the plan and they followed through and you
Yeah,
didn't.
that's what
Okay.
I'm
You let 'em down.
saying.
So-
Like you can't be if you're gonna be an MMO guy, you can't be one of those.
Okay.
Oh, but I got a life. Unlike you guys,
let me,
like,
let
you
me
can't
just
do
say.
that.
Let me just say this.
Yeah, that's the weakest
You
excuse I
guys
ever heard.
prove your point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I said we should do a schedule. But let me tell you right now, you are ruining my Final Fantasy 14 experience. All right, so we'll set a schedule. I don't know how much of this you're gonna cut out. We'll set a schedule,
I think all
and then
of
we'll
it.
do that. Yeah, we'll set a schedule, and then we'll go by that schedule.
Oh, so you're playing Final Fantasy 14? Okay. Antonio, what are you playing at the moment?
I guess in your words, I'm not playing real games. I just been mobile, so that's pretty much it.
Real games.
Yeah,
Mobile.
What kind of mobile?
Fate Grand Order, Fire Emblem, and Epic 7. That's it.
How much money have you spent between those 3?
0.
Liar.
Free to play.
You sure?
Yeah.
Shout out to Jameson.
Jameson
0.
is as far from free to play as you can get.
Let me fix my face on Fate. I spent $30. That's it.
Oh,
I knew it.
I
Yeah,
knew
I had to
it.
think about it. I was
Liar.
like,
I was like, hold on,
Liar.
let me check some
Liar.
history.
yeah. No, $30 on Fate Grand Order. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. That's more, $30 more than I spent.
Yeah.
Cybertron Soundwave Engineer.
I think you guys already know. Final Fantasy 14. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
I'm also playing Phantasy Star. Keep that in mind. Let's not get back to that conversation.
Hey.
And that's going to do it for us here on Gamers Who Hated the Gamers.
Oh shit! I gotta think of something.
Thank you for listening. Once again, this was episode 21. Gamers Who Hated the Gamers. This is Jason for the glory of Ashina. And joining me today was
Eric, Danny, Trey Hose.
Abraham melting ally face.
Antonio currently waiting to hit Rashomon.
and with us is
Cybertron Soundwave Engineer Roberto.
We need a healer.
We need a healer.
That wasn't that obscure, but yeah, okay.
I think that was
Pretty
quite
direct. That's pretty Nintendo.
quite
Quick,
on the
direct
nose.
to the point.
Fucking pay me.
If you love the hating, you love the gaming.
Peace.